Kerala is one of the best states which is able to give services. So let's not have that bad perception about Kozhikode people. They are also good people. What is topic for Kerala is drugs.
So you mean to say Vizhinjam could be a game changer?
100%, madam. Kerala, if you see, number of industries are less. Now there is no gold smuggling. Kollam, cashew, you were the world leaders. Thrissur is again a land, blessed land. I don't know what is there in that water and air. People from there are biggest entrepreneurs. 85% of the taxpayers of Kerala are honest taxpayers. Coming about Kerala's method of working is slightly different from rest of India.
How different?
First, compliments. Compliments is that people are here are very intelligent. People are here are very knowledgeable. That's it. Coming to the work culture, slightly different from Bombay method of working. I mean, same Malayalis, they are working in Bombay, they are the best in the country. But here, I took 1 month to understand the ethos. Actually, culturally very rich, and people's attitude are also very good. Actually, it's just that you have to understand them. So luckily, God's grace, I could understand their method of working. The North Indians' feudal method of system doesn't work here. I know that. Many people told me, briefed me. So I worked with them like a colleagues actually. That's the way the team has really supported me. This kind of support turning around. All my predecessors were they who were generally North Indians. They could not probably gel. I'm basically from Andhra Pradesh. I didn't have any difficulty gelling with the food here, people here. So I toured around a lot of Kerala. First thing I did was to understand, by going around. I have Kerala, indirect taxes we divide into 3 parts. Southern Kerala, Trivandrum based, Central Kerala, Kochi, and North Kerala, Kozhikode. So I don't know, I can't even count how many times I have gone to Kozhikode, how many times I have gone to Kannur, how many times I have gone to Tirunelveli, n number of times. I have visited Type 2 cities also, Thrissur, Kottayam, Kannur, many times. So by mixing up the people, actually you get adaptability. You are trying to adapt your state, you try to understand. I don't know how IAS people do, but IRS people, they have to do in a very less time. They understood what we adopted here is basically to encourage them to participate in the decision making, give respect to their thing, irrespective of the value. Even to driver, I call him as very respectful, and they are found to be actually good people. If you try to show off, say that I'm big chief commissioner, all that, nobody will bother here. So what I found was that when I mixed with them, I have excellent team. I can tell you the best of the people, Sabu Sebastian. I can say Jomi Jacob, I can say Dr. Tizu, I have Kalimuttu, I have excellent people who have now turned around and started working. So what we did initially was we focused upon the Kerala main problem that has been all India based. If you see from Delhi point of view, that your revenue is very bad. 2023-24 revenue compared to 2024-25 growth rate is only 5%. When I came here, it was almost 6th March. There's nothing in the 20 days I could do. My Delhi told me very clear saying that to do whatever you want, revenue has to increase. So the target, for last 3-4 years, if you see the total revenue that is collected out of central excise, Kerala is blessed with many things. You give me time, I will tell you, but one of the things is that you still have central excise revenue. You have here BPCL with a lot of petroleum products. So that gives a good substantial revenue, around 26,000 crores. Then you have entire GST in this state is very less actually. It's just around 18,000 crores. 18,000 crores for Kerala kind of state is actually seen as less. I have only central government 2.16 lakh taxpayers. State government has around, I have around 1.67 lakhs payers. Kerala state government has around 2.16 lakhs taxpayers. I get 60% of the total revenue, which is around 18,000 crores. They get out of 60% of the total taxpayers. I have only 40% taxpayer, that is 1.67 lakh taxpayers. I get around 18,000 crores. State government has around 2.12 lakh taxpayers, which is around 60% of total taxpayers, but they get around less than, less than probably I think 15,000 crores. So first task which I focused along with my team, we had brainstorming sessions to what to do now, how to go about it, is that to increase revenue. So how do we go about increasing revenue? That was the primary task ahead for us. Now I would first tell you about the result, then I will come back to the methodology. The result is that the great thing about Kerala people is that they put their thought process together and they work together. Today I am proudly able to say in 2025-26 up to the first 4 months, our revenue growth is around 17%.
You meaning you are talking about GST? Am I right?
I'm talking about GST, customs, and central excise together. If you want, I'll give breakup. Yeah, I'll give one by one breakup.
One thing
yeah.
GST, the transformation. I mean the shift to GST. It was supposed to benefit Kerala because it's basically a destination-based tax. But we have not seen that much robustness in the tax system in Kerala. So what do you think is the problem? Actually, since it's a consumer state, you should have seen some benefit from the value-added tax. So what do you think is the problem?
No. Now, one thing, if somebody makes a political statement saying that Kerala is not benefited because of getting into GST, I would not like to enter into that argument because very, very sensitive statement. It's often said by State Honorable Finance Minister.
No, it's a consuming state, so it's not a political...
I'll come to the economics, but that statement we are not endorsing, and being a bureaucrat, I'm slightly being away from that statement.
Yeah, I mean, what's your opinion? What has been happened?
I'll come to that. When you said that, now second portion, when you said that you are a consuming state, first let us understand Kerala slightly in a different manner. Kerala, if you see, number of industries are less. It's a fact. Number of industries are less. Whatever be the historical and reasons there. Today, we are only having services here. The 18,000 crores of revenue that GST is getting, I'm talking about the central government revenue that GST is getting. Out of this, almost around 75% is coming on services. So, if you see that manner, that the services that we are, because if I supply one service to you, I pay GST. I raise 100 rupees bill to you along with 18% GST. You give it to me 118. I pay to the government 80. So what we are getting today, maximum percentage out of the services. No industries, not no industries, many less industries being here. The revenue that is generated out of supply of goods is lesser when compared to supply of services. This is the main reason probably why some of the people have this feeling saying that we are being a consumption of goods. You are seeing tangentially when people talk of consumption of goods. So that's why I say I'm a consuming state. Yes, you are correct. Even vegetables are also you are consuming more. Than agriculture is also less here. You are consuming more. I agree with you. What my people's perception is about consumption is with respect to the tangible goods you are talking. So I agree with you that consumption being more and production being less. This is a fact that you have to understand. Whereas as far as services are concerned, Kerala is one of the best states which is able to give services, not only to within the Kerala, even to the outside. There are two kinds of supplies. One is that I am a supplier, I am in Kerala. You are also a recipient, you are in Kerala. So I pay to you CGST plus SGST. Suppose you are coming from, let's say, Maruti Suzuki, you are having your headquarters at Delhi. You want to host, let's say, your annual general body meeting, let's say in Kovalam Beach area. Then you come all the way here to conduct your annual general body meeting. So I give you services of hosting you that. So I raise an invoice with IGST. IGST means what? That the particular invoice that you take, you are Maruti Suzuki from Delhi, Faridabad, you take it there and you take credit there. So my revenue no doubt is going up because you are a consumer of my services, you are a recipient of services, but you are having your address at. So because of that, now how do we do that? How does it happen? How does it happen is that, I will tell you, the IGST Act, there's something called place of supply. If I can make you understand in simple terms, place of supply is the thing that will determine whether I have to write CGST, AGST. It's not that our GST planners in Kerala and all India have not thought about this. They thought about this. They said saying that for tourism purposes, for hotel purposes, the place of supply shall be the place at which the hotel is located. a place at which where the service recipient is located, service giver is located. They made the act like that. So, if Maruti Suzuki is coming here and they are conducting here, I am bound to write only CGST, SGST invoice to Maruti Suzuki. You know, Maruti Suzuki is more intelligent than you and me. So, what it does is that it involves an event manager. So, because you are an event manager, I raise an invoice to you. Because Kerala, I want to retain this revenue with me. I am raising an invoice to you as CGST, SGST. You are taking that invoice, but that invoice you are further paying it to Maruti Suzuki where the money is going out. Place of supply, even they have protected Kerala by saying that the place of supply for hotel services, tourism services, because Kerala is rich for tourism, hoteling, similar Rajasthan, many states have argued for this. I was there in the GST Council. The place of supply has been designed in such a manner that the revenue stays there. But incidentally, because of many of the corporates, many of the people, how they are doing is, are doing it through an event manager through which the actual revenue is going out. So because of that, in the distribution of, see what happens is that whatever the SGST revenue that is directly credited to the consolidated fund of Kerala state, not a single rupee goes up. CGST revenue is deposited in the consolidated fund of India. Then through the distribution it comes to you, meaning through distribution of financial commission and all those things. IGST revenue is deposited into consolidated fund of India, but in the IGST revenue, 60% of the IGST is revenue meant for the states only. So the IGST revenue which has gone out again comes back to you in terms of percentage of 60-40. But problem, incidentally, what happens, how the amount is distributed is a very larger topic. I didn't want to get into that. GST Council has a formula, GST Council has a methodology. Every 3 months, 4 months, they distribute IGST among the states. Many times you would have read in the newspaper saying that IGST revenue which is meant for our state has not yet come, you are not disbursed for last 5-6 months. I hope you have read this kind of statement. So the central government takes its time to distribute that revenue to you. So what happens is, it is not hand to mouth for you. Even though it is deposited at IGST, by the time IGST revenue comes to you, it comes late and it is distributed as a particular formula. Some of the states do feel that probably that requires some revision. But this is a very, very big political issue. So being a bureaucrat, I should not enter into that.
So let's talk some figures basically. What do you think has been Kerala's basic problem regarding GST? Like, what should be Kerala do to increase GST revenue?
Perfect. What we have done will be a solid story. I mean, the real-time story I can tell you. Look, the greatest positive things about Kerala is that your land records are pakka. Your land records. You know, I know if you are based in this building, I know whose building is this, whose land is this. So when you apply for registration, I just don't have to do anything. Two, your educated levels, your preparedness before you go for GST registration is very high. The person who comes and fills up the form is highly knowledgeable, educated. So what is that strength of Kerala, which we have seen, is that GST registration can be done the fastest manner than anywhere in the country. And we did it. You know what? On July 1st, 2025, recently on GST day, Kerala has been given 2 awards. Out of 4 awards, 2 awards come to Kerala. What are they? Number 1 is for the fastest GST registration. Meaning we take the barest minimum in the country, that is less than 5 days, whereas national average is 17 days to give registration. Number 2, the disputes. Here lawyers, people are well educated. They know how to give a reply to a show cause notice. They know how to get a dispute resolved. So what I did was that, caught hold of these GST appeals. There is one commissioner appeal, joint commissioner appeal. GST appeals, lot of appeals were pending. We got 85% of those appeals disposed in less than 3-4 months. We told them day and night to work hard, dispute. And people cooperated. The people who come there, you know what? They come so prepared, they tell us the sections. Under this section, this rule is there, sir. Under this rule is there. It becomes easier for an officer to dispose. The second area, instead of saying problem, we'll say that strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, SWOT analysis will do. Let me not call problem is something. What is problem with Kerala is something negative statement. Let's put it as strengths and weaknesses of Kerala. So the strength is that your higher education level, you got, that has proved all India disposal of GST appeals the maximum in the country, and we are ranked number 1 by Government of India to Kerala, Tirunanthapuram zone, that you are ranked number 1 in GST registration, and you are ranked number 1 in GST appeals.
And the number wise, what would be the GST registration? Are we good on the number side also? I mean, the number.
Quantum number side, number side, if you are that figures also have. See, per month on an average in central government, the number of new registrations are only 2,000, not much. And per month, number of cancellations are also 2,000. So as such, my numbers of taxpayers is not rising. I was just coming to third point. You're very rightly touched. When I say that Kerala is good at registration, Kerala is good at appeal disposal, then the area of concern which came to us during the last 5.5-6 months is about how to expand the tax base. How do we go about? Because there are a lot of informal sectors who have not yet registered. Why they have not registered? The general fear that GST department, if you register, you know what? That's what fear was there, I think. Now we have dispelled that figure by conducting a lot of trade interaction meeting. I don't think in the history of Kerala, at least in our GST department in the last 5 months, so many trade facilitation meetings have been conducted through various local chamber of commerce, Thrissur chamber of commerce, Kottayam rubber board, and I am going tomorrow to Kair board is organizing in Alleppey. And where Alleppey area, you know, the strength of Kerala, as I was telling you, is about Alleppey is famous for coir and coir products. Kottayam and around are famous for rubber and rubber products. Then you come to Kollam side, they are famous for cashew. You know, marine products, anyway you are famous right from here. Spices, you are, best of the boards are in the country. Spices board is here in Kerala. Rubber board is here in Kerala. Coir and coir board is in Kerala. It is just that the department has to understand that we have to approach this taxpayer through the commodity wise. Now, why I went to Kottayam, why I talked to those people, why I went to Thrissur, talked to the gold and jewelry people there, why I am going tomorrow, right tomorrow, I am going to Alleppey to talk to coir people, is that we have to understand them, understand their difficulties, listen to them. Listening is solving the problem. 40% of your problem will get solved if I listen to you and understand your issues.
Value-wise, what increase would you see?
Value of services wise talking is different. I will talk with respect about GST revenue. If you see GST revenue, today I will tell you the figures. My target for Kerala, I mean the target that has been fixed is around 50,000 total revenue. I am telling you 50,500 crores. I am talking of customs, GST and central excise. Now, if you talk about GST alone, my target last year performance I told you is around 18,000 crores. This year target for me is approximately, I'll just tell you correct figure. I shouldn't do mistake by trying to say. My target for Kerala that has been fixed by the board also, I mean after lengthy discussions, is that is around 20,940 crores. You know, that 20,000 barrier I will be crossing for the first time. I'm very confident. Look at my first 4 months performance.
From 16,000.
This is from 18,371.
That's more than 10%.
24-25.
In 24, if you see 23-24, kindly make a note. 23-24, it was 17,773. It became 18,371 in 24-25. How much is the growth rate? Less than 5. Now, this I am targeting to go to 20,940. And you know what? Mostly will cross even this 21,000. Why? Look at the first 4 months performance. My performance has been that my growth rate has gone to, you can see, in North Kerala, my growth rate is 20%. In Southern Kerala, my growth rate is 27%. In Central Kerala, my growth rate is 5%. So overall, my growth rate is 15.7%. With this 15.7%, you can calculate 18,371. Even assuming saying that even this much growth rate I manage, I'll say 18,371 into 1.15, 15% I will take. Then also I'll be 21,126. And my target overall has been only 20,940. You know what? People are jinxed with that barrier. So I said, sir, 20,000 carriers I will class. Are you sure, Rahman? They said, Pakka sir, I will class. So my idea is around 21,000 crores is easy to get. And if God willing, if this tax base increases, if compliance cost goes down, if the dispute areas I am able to resolve, you know what, I went around talking to the people saying that, look, there are a lot of provisions in section 73, 74 where you can voluntarily play and close the dispute. You know, we now you said SW, now I am coming to weakness and other areas.
So in between there is a doubt. I mean, why there is a drastic difference between southern Kerala, central Kerala, and north? What are the reasons?
I also didn't understand, frankly, but I will tell you. Look, what I don't know. You are from Kerala, no? Yeah. What I have seen demographically and understood is that North Kerala has lot of potential, but it is not tapped. Southern Kerala, Trivandrum, Alleppey, these are all God-blessed states. I told you about coir products here. I told you about Kottayam. I told you about
Alleppey and Kottayam comes in central Kerala.
Alleppey for me, from GST purposes, Alleppey comes under Trivandrum Commissionerate, which is called for me Southern. So these areas are blessed. So these areas, the industry is well established there. People are well aware. So we just have to nudge them a little bit and growth is coming. It is a central Kerala which doesn't have, even though it's financial capital, High Court is located, it doesn't have a base. Where is the taxpayers here? Where are the industries here? Your entire industry is BPCL, Cochin shipyard, and BPCL is giving central excise revenue, not GST revenue. So I am also still looking for who are the prospective taxpayers who could be little bit encouraged to increase their revenue.
Do you mean is it they're not complying or?
No. They're complying, sir. Let me tell you, 85% of the taxpayers of Kerala are honest taxpayers. Let me tell you that very boldly. I can tell you. None of them intentionally abet. If something has happened, might be knowingly and unknowingly it may happen, Shoka notice may come and all that. I am talking where I have seen India. I have seen Bombay for 13 years, I mentioned it. I have seen Tamil Nadu, I have seen Delhi, I have worked in Andhra Pradesh. When compared to the intentional evasion, we call section 74 is very less here. Knowingly, unknowingly, something going wrong, 73 is very common. To err is human. That may happen. So otherwise, it is not that the central Kerala, Kochi and around, the taxpayers are not there. The entire your revenue here, industry is taken by BPCL in form of central. No doubt revenue is coming, but it's coming in the form of, you know what? Your entire GST revenue is only 18,000. Your central excise revenue is 28,000. See, last year, if I tell you the figures, central excise revenue 23-24 is 27,555. 23-24. 24-25, it is 26,823. It went down. You know why it went down? Various reasons. BPCL was shut down for 4 months and all that. Anyway, now I had meeting with the executive director BPCL and all that. My target for them is 28,160 for this year. Meaning, when my target of GST revenue is only 20,940, approximately 21,000, whereas my target for central excise is 28. So the central Kerala's contribution is look positive. Is central excise revenue, may not be GST, it may be a different color, but at least some revenue this is able to contribute because you are having manufacturing sector here, you are having Cochin shipyard here, you are having Cochin shipyard pays GST only, whereas BPCL pays central excise revenue.
BPCL headquarters is not here, no?
BPCL?
Headquarters, it's only a
No, it's not headquarters. In central excise, it is the act of manufacture for which advanced central excise. In this country, you are aware, sir, in all product GST has come excepting petroleum and petroleum products. So that petroleum products still continue to be in the central excise regime. The act says that from the day the GST Council decide they can bring that into GST, which they have not yet taken any decision on that to bring it into GST. So as on date, contribution of central Kerala could be more of a GST revenue. You see, all entire state put together is 18,000 crores or maximum 21,000 crores, which is going to become. Whereas central excise revenue is much more than that. It's 26,000 last year, and I am hoping for 28,000 this year. So that's
central excise, Kerala gets its share, or it's directly fully goes to the central government?
Sir, please don't look into share of Kerala. What do you mean by share of Kerala? Actually, when you talk share of Kerala, it is the state government revenue only that is with you. Central government revenue comes through Finance Commission to you. So what, again, political statements. So don't look at that share of Kerala. This is central excise revenue is deposited in consolidated fund of India only. It's not to the Kerala.
You Kerala don't.
In that through Finance Commission, whatever the revenues of the government are distributed in those formula, it comes back to you.
Dilution.
Central excise revenue directly to consolidated fund of India only.
No, GST you get.
GST you get. SGST gets into you, and IGST 60% comes to you. See, full SGST is you, Kerala. 60% of IGST is yours. Then apart from that, in CGST also, what gets deposited along with IGST, there is a formula that has been worked out which comes back to Kerala. So coming back to my success story as well as the strength and weakness is that people here slightly try to litigate. General tendency now is that. So what we have found is that to avoid litigation, there is something called National Litigation Policy. What does it say? Not to litigate, to avoid litigation. So wherever I go to the CAs, chartered accountants, cost accountants, whenever they call, I keep telling them, look, 73 section is there, 74 are there. In that, there is a provision that if there is a dispute between department and the taxpayer, you can pay the disputed tax along with interest and 15% of the disputed amount as penalty and forget about it. No show cause notice will be issued. Even if it repeats, it will be deemed to be closed. If it is without, like I told you, 73 is without misstatement. You are not intentionally evaded, unknowingly evaded. Then there is no penalty. You just pay the tax. But when was the tax due? Interest, very less interest rate, and you close the issue. I have told this, many people did not believe. I said, it is there in the statute. Please read that. 73(5), 75, 73(6), subsection 6, 73(8). All these sections are saying that, only saying that even if you want to pay, voluntarily pay, no show cause notice. Even if show cause notice issued, even if it's assuming that it is with suppression, let us say 73 is not the 74, even then you pay 15% penalty, get it closed. Okay, you want to dispute, you submit written reply, personal hearing, adjudicate, confirm the demand. Even after that, even after confirm the demand, within 30 days you pay only 25% of the penalty. Within 30 days. If it crosses that, then there is no alternative other than to you to go into appeal. So because of that, see, there are two kinds of business people. Bombay type of business people which will feel saying that 10 times I do business, 9 times I make profit, 1 time I make loss. No. Loss means 1 time I had to pay tax. No, don't worry. They will do. That is typical Bombay and Gujarati mentality. Another mentality is that I will fight for it. Even if it's 1 rupee, it's not 1 rupee, but I will fight for it, saying that which is not due to you, why should I pay? Little bit change has to come. What is the time and energy cost that we are putting for fighting for this cause? Is it worth? Or is it better to pay tax and say that, look, I don't agree with you in principle, but still I am paying it to you because I don't want to dispute with you. How good is that statement? You like that or not? I said, I don't agree with you, but still I am paying it with interest. Now get rid of it. And it doesn't become precedent. It doesn't become case law. What I have paid doesn't mean that tomorrow you come back to me and say, look, last time you have paid, why are you disputing? No, you can't say that. I don't want to have a dispute that's paid. This is an area which we are still working in Kerala, where to make the people understand, saying that do not litigate. Trishur is again a land, blessed land. I don't know what is there in that water and air. People from there are biggest entrepreneurs, starting with Yusuf Ali. Big people are from that area. I don't know how. Huh? Big, very big people. Yeah. I also drank lata water thinking that I will get some energy there. So I went and told them, why do you think you have come here to make you understand? So they said, yes, first time we are saying somebody is coming and talking to us at Trichy Chamber of Commerce. Why do you think I went to Kochi Chamber of Commerce and talked to them? What I have got to do with Kochi? So the people are understanding here, saying that, look, if somebody, department is coming 2 steps forward to shake hand, take an opportunity to utilize it. I'm telling at macro level, India, 25, 26, 26, 27, India is already 4th largest, 3rd largest. We have dreams of becoming one of the largest economy. How does it happen? It will happen only if tax department and taxpayers collaborate each other. We are coming forward to shake hand with you. Please try to utilize this opportunity. If you and me dispute, India will never make it into the bigger lobbies. And believe me, I'm making a statement. Believe me, in 25, 26, 26, 27, or maybe another 1 year, if you don't make it into the top 3, either you make it or break it. It's like missing a bus. Either you catch the bus or you will never be able to catch the bus. This is what I try to tell them. Still saying that, look, India is at a very critical stage. It's not a time for you to me to fight on principles here. If it is some dispute is there, fine. Department is feeling. So what are you saying? There is nothing that cannot be resolved by sitting across the table. You tell me, okay, I will make 2 steps backwards. I will drop this. I will ask my commissioner to drop this. Fine, all right. Are you happy with that? You said, I am happy. Okay, fine, drop. Go ahead dropping it. What are we losing? To gain something, you have to lose something. No?
So 20% growth, you're saying, it comes from the addition of new taxpayers or by making them comply with
The first 5 months of 20% came from the existing taxpayers. Even though, sir, I have worked for 5 months, I could not increase much of the tax base as on date. I have only sown the seed for increasing the tax base, and I am very sure I may or may not be here, but in another 3 months it will grow like anything.
And
That's
from
my
which section?
Services, Kerala services. You have lot of chance for services. Right. There are many people who are doing services here in formal sector who are just going to register, who are going to join, who are going to, like you take, sir, you just go out of your office. See,
which are the sections you are targeting? Like pharma, you said.
No, I feel here tourism, I feel here rental properties, I feel here not construction, I feel here to hotel services, even restaurants, even though they pay on compound levy 5%. You see what is 20 lakhs? Less than 2 lakhs per month. Which restaurant fellow is not earning less than 2 lakhs per month? Everybody is about 2 lakhs per month. 2 lakhs per month is nothing nowadays. So that means you are already crossing the limit. You are having a house here, you are giving for rent to some person. Total rent that you are receiving, let us say, is approximately 20 lakhs and above. So that means obviously it has to pay with GST. So many buildings are there, people are staying in Dubai, US and all those things. Some people are giving rental income and all that. Huge rental income is being paid.
Do you have any numbers on this rental income? Like what is the potential? Any study on what? Huh?
We have not done that kind of study. We have not done. We are still at service oriented, because I know, as I mentioned to you, product wise we are weak. So we are right now focusing product focus. Like I mentioned to you, tomorrow I'm going to coir. We have done rubber, and in another 1 week I'll go to Kollam for cashew. So product wise we do with customs also. So we want to encourage with them and say that, now coming to slightly, if you permit my shift to customs, because you mentioned your product. So what we are trying to tell them is saying that the export that you are doing will facilitate your export by putting up a fast track channel. How do I put fast track channel? Look, coir and kind product, where are you exporting? You are exporting to USA, you are exporting to Europe. What is that you are doing from let's say Alleppey, you are carrying it to the Cochin, from Cochin you are exporting it, then it goes to Vizhinjam for transshipment, then it goes to your Europe. There is no direct ship going from Cochin to Europe. Then how do we do that? We said saying that you do the factory sealing at your place. You don't have to bring you do your own. One-time factory sealing permission board circular is there, and we are authorized to give it to you, and we give it to you lifelong. It's not for 1 year, 2 year valid. You do your product, you seal it your end, put the bottom seal, which is a registered bottom seal, which you will be procuring with a particular code number. Then you send the container to whichever the customs station you want. Right now they are sending it to Kochi. At Cochin, the formalities of filing shipping bill, getting the late export order, and sending it, filing an EGM is done. Then that vessel goes into the transshipment port. In the world, there are 3 or 4. Right now, Vizhinjam, we are encouraging them. Otherwise, it was supposed to go to Colombo or Dubai or Singapore. Then it gets on to vessel and goes. So we have told them saying that Vizhinjam port is there for last 2 years. They are doing one of the largest transshipment port in India now, in the world, in South Asia at least. So your containers again directly you can go there. Now question arises, you have to also think and tell us, how do I send that Cochin to Vizhinjam? So there are ways. One, I can send by road, but road it's very much congested. So we have told them saying that you have a method to send by ships to Vizhinjam, that would be much easier. In fact, we had meeting with Vizhinjam. That's the second point I wanted to share with you, is that in customs reformation, sir, what I have seen, I don't see customs in terms of revenue, but revenue wise I don't get more than 4,000 crores. See, we get revenue only if you import. We don't get revenue if you export. So what I am saying is, like you said, consumption state, you are also one of the world's biggest exporter. You know what? Cashew, Kollam, why I am going there? Kollam, cashew, you were the world leaders. But today, Vietnam is the world leader. Who is in Vietnam doing? It is the Keralans who are doing in Vietnam. These people have shifted their industry. These people have literally gone to Vietnam, settled there. You are still the world leader in the number 1 in the world. But Vietnam people are not running. It is the Keralans who are running the cashew factories there. Why does cashew factory have to shift from here to Vietnam? Why did it happen? That means there was no proper, I will say, care attended by customs also to encourage their exports. Today, DGFT has rolled out so many schemes. 10 days before I was at Kannur in collaboration with DGFT, what was I trying to tell them? Saying that there is something called e-commerce exports. Have you heard of that, sir? E-commerce export. People do exports. How do you do export? You want to export your spectacles, you go to Cochin customers, pack it into bars, give it to them, put them to ship and export. This is called physical exports. You don't have to do that. Many people at Kannur can exhibit their products through e-commerce websites like Flipkart, let's say Amazon. So what do? Is that they become suppliers to a e-commerce website. Anywhere in the world, people can make an order. The moment they make an order, these particular goods are procured from the actual supplier, that is Kannur person, to give it to Amazon. Amazon will make arrangements to ship it across. How do they separate? 3 methods. One is by courier, second is by postal department, and third is by the physical export, that they take the cargo to Cochin, is the nearest port for you, or Mangalore if you want to go there and export the cargo. So we had a meeting with DGFT presence. They're saying that you want to, DGFT's targets are around 300 billion by so and so year. In that, 200 million are supposed to come through e-commerce exports. And Kerala, especially North Kerala, is the best place for e-commerce export. Their power looms, their agriculture products, their artifacts, and their whatnot, our people are ready to exhibit on their Amazon and other websites. At click of a button, it's not that they feel saying that, yeah, America, Europe is so many miles away. I told them saying that, no, it's so many clicks away. Just click, your products are there.
But there are also reports that exports are going via Mangalore from Kerala. Is that true? Like, because of that?
100% true, sir. I have talked to them. I said saying that, why are you going to Mangalore? He said, where do I go? Where do I go? He said saying that Cochin. He said, Cochin is too far for me. Mangalore is very near. And
or is it too costly?
Costly also.
Is costly. Then
costly.
I think,
there are a lot of problems with Cochin port.
Manufacturers in Kochi, they are going to Mumbai.
What are the problems?
I have done that analysis. If you want, I can share the documents.
Yeah, which means that Kerala is losing revenue.
Yes, 100%.
So you need to divert that also.
That is the reason, sir. I offered you customs minor ports which are available here. Whether that minor port vessel comes or not, my customs station is there, my EDA station is there. Why has not been done for last 20 years in the same Kerala customs? In the custom department, I am chief commissioner. Why is that it was not thought of to activate? Because answer is very simple. Chicken first or egg first? Sir, there are no import export. What is the point keeping our staff here? Okay. We have custom preventive staff. How long custom preventive? What was custom preventive role? To do anti-smuggling activity. Is there any person who is doing smuggling across the western coast of Kerala? No. Nobody will do physical smuggling, sir, from Dubai to here in a boat. No. But our custom preventive department is there for last 200 years. What are we doing, sir? We are stationed at Kasaragod to right up to sir Vizhinjam. What are we doing, sir? We are only preventing. We are only doing. I said, okay, preventing. You do preventing, but nobody is going to do any smuggling out here. Please change your orientation. We have conducted classes to them. We have changed their attitude. We told them, look, this is one of your functions. You are capable to do multitasking. Now focus upon this. If somebody comes to you at Bepur port, you give the custom clearance. You operate the terminals here. We are all EDA terminals connected to central server. You allow the exports from here and let them take the cargo from wherever they want. You finish your formality. Sir, you are an international passenger. You are coming from Dubai to Bombay, Bombay to, let's say, Kochi. So you can take custom clearance at either at Bombay or at Kochi. You can take it Bombay and get into domestic flight and come. Correct, Anna? You can take custom clearance there. You can take custom clearance at Cochin also. So instead of taking your custom clearance at Kochi or at the major port where you are going to do it, you take your custom clearance at your nearest place available. That is at Bepur or Alikal, that is at Kollam. Then afterwards, whatever is your economic logistics operate, ICD Kottayam, visited there. Try to understand them. What are you doing here? Sir, I am ICD established here. Okay, what is that cargo you are handling? How you are handling? This. Then I said saying that unless you tie up with some major port, how will you survive? Okay, where will your cargo go? Where will your cargo come from? ICD cannot exist in isolation. Now come to this is the change plan for customs department which you have implemented, which look, sir, I am only one of the stakeholder and very small stakeholder. Who am I? Customs. What do I do? If you bring cargo, I will examine and give clearance. I cannot generate revenue. I cannot generate export. So if you bring I have done my job and I continue to do my job of giving you customs clearance at these minor ports also, apart from Kochi. Now look at the future in another, let's say 1.5 to 2 years, what's going to happen. Now, Honorable Prime Minister has already inaugurated a dedicated Vizhinjam port to nation on May 2nd. You are aware, I am also attended that, I have seen. What has it been dedicated for? It is dedicated for import-export cargo also. So the meetings I had with Vizhinjam Port Authority, Vizhinjam Port people, Adani people, is that they are going to start their export-import cargo very shortly. The day they start, Southern Kerala at least will have, color will change to blue economy. It's going to be complete blue economy. Lot of logistic operators are going to come, lot of marine related operations will happen, lot of sea-oriented operations will start, lot of stakeholders will come. The entire color of at least Vizhinjam and around will change into blue. So at that time, are we ready today? So what we did was, first we established a big custom office in Vizhinjam to take care of the Vizhinjam's need, because this I have done, sir, end of March. 6th March I joined here, 30th March, and on 2nd May, Honorable Prime Minister inaugurated that. Meaning our custom office is well ahead of even his inauguration of the Vizhinjam port for exchange. But unfortunately, till now, export-import cargo did not start. What are the problems? If you ask them, they are saying that we are still to get road link. Then we told them, forget about road link. You can even do your, if you want to. See, I cannot advise them through your newspaper, but if they want, they can still do import-export. They ask me how. So very simple. You get the cargo here, you file your bill of, you ask your importers to file bill of entry here. Our office is here, biggest office, second biggest custom office in Kerala we have established at Vizhinjam. Second biggest office after Kochi. So our custom officer will give you clearance. Fine, sir, I will give you out of charge. Then where will you take the cargo? I said, you take the cargo by your branches to wherever you want. Our officers are at Kollam. You take it to Kollam. From Kollam, you go by road. If you are struggling to get a road connectivity, sir, you think of logic. If you are at the tip of India, you are getting difficulty in clearing your cargo by road to, let's say, Central Kerala. They're basically, their basically catchment area is Tamil Nadu, part of Tamil Nadu, part of Karnataka, and entire Kerala. So if you are getting difficult, you take it by vessel to Kollam. From Kollam, you get into road and do whatever you want. Or you take it to Bepur, you do whatever you want. So that is up to you to take. But what we have told them is that we are ready to give you out of charge. In imports, it is called out of charge. In exports, it is called let exporter. We told him saying that you get your cargo cleared. Don't worry. You get your cargo cleared. Tell your importers to file their bill of entry here. We do the examination at very big port, Vizhinjam port. I visited a number of times. So we will do the examination. We will give you out of charge. After out of charge, how does the importer want to carry? What support you want to do to them is your internal business decision, which I cannot do. But I am ready to give you. They are very, very thankful. Adani people are very, very happy with us. They said, saying that the first time, sir, we are seeing this. So after do that, you carry it. The airport, Trivandrum airport is Adani's people only. Yeah. So from there, you airlift wherever you want. If it is a small consignment, it's up to you, sir. He said, sir, everything cannot be decided by us. It is the stakeholders also who have to come along. So I am very sure in another 2-3 months that's going to happen. So once they get clearances at Vizhinjam port is strategically located because you get connectivity to Far East, you get connectivity to Southeast, you get connectivity to Europe, you get connectivity to USA. The freight cost is going to go down by 40%. If you are exporting from Kochi to, I have all the statistics. If you want, I can share the paper also with you. If you are going to do the freight from, let's say, Kollam to Kochi, Kochi to Vizhinjam, from Vizhinjam to there, or directly to Vizhinjam, your cost is going to go down by 40. Cost of freight, I'm not saying cost of product, is going to go down by 40% down.
So you mean to say Vizhinjam could be a game changer?
100%, madam. You take it in writing from me. 100% is going to be game changer for the import-export operations of this. I am telling you, the color of Southern Kerala will change to blue. Blue economy is going to come here. And the day when it comes, my preparation should be well ahead of that. That is how I have placed my custom stations ready all along the coast. My vision is that my custom stations should be active. Whoever wants to get that cargo, so let's say there are second method. I'll tell you, just think about it. You get cargo at Vizhinjam. You don't want to take custom clearance, don't take. Bring it to Kollam. You want to take custom clearance there, take custom clearance. How do you bring SMTP? What is SMTP? Sub-manifest transshipment permit. Like I told you, simple passenger. You are a Dubai passenger, you are coming to Bombay, Bombay to Kochi. You want to take clearance at Bombay, you can take. Otherwise, you can take clearance at Kochi. Same manner, you get the cargo at Vizhinjam port. Vizhinjam port people, you tell them to file SMTP to Kollam port. By SMTP, the entire cargo will come to Kollam port. At Kollam port, let the importer file a bill of entry, pay the duty, and from Kollam port you clear and take. From Bay port, who carries it to the Bay port, I am not very sure, because problems are coming, sir. A real problem is that the draft is very less at these ports. So big vessels cannot come. So even if they bring it to Bay port, they have to be at outer anchorage. From outer anchorage again, small barges will have to bring. I don't know. That's a state subject. I don't want to enter into it. How do they do is that their issue, sir. My job is that I have to be prepared tomorrow. Nobody should say, you are Chief Commissioner, what preparation have you done for such kind of, game change that is going to happen here. So I am ready for the game. Let
But
others
coming
play.
to the Mangalore thing, have you done any study on the amount of exports which have diverted to Mangalore?
I have done. I'll share the data with you. I have papers with me where I have collected Kozhikode, Kannur side, how many people are going to where, who are the exporters here, who are the manufacturers here, where are they going, see, we have mapped, sir, Kerala into various diagrams. This area people from where they are importing, this area people from where they are exporting, entire data we are having. Keeping that data in mind only, we have gone so many times to Kozhikode to convince them, saying that, look, it is your port which is going to be active. In fact, sir, historically they told me, saying that Baipur they used to import dates. Even now, small trickle things happen. At Alikal, they used to import oils, sunflower oil and that. Some palm oil. Sir, I shouldn't say, some people have withdrawn some benefit to them because of that palm oil import is killed and stopped.
Palm oil, you couldn't bring it through Cochin port. So they used to bring it to Arik.
Some benefit used to be there, exempt something was given incentive that was withdrawn. So that is killed there. How long are we going to kill the trade here? If you kill the trade here, who will flourish? Other states will flourish. You kill the trade here, then you say that, look, I'm not getting my share, I'm not getting my share. You have to encourage.
You have the details of the...
No, not in terms of quantity, sir. I have done qualitative study. We have there in our internal records. How many
from Cochin it's going through to Mangalore or?
No, Cochin to Bangalore.
Only North Kerala?
Only North Kerala depend upon. And not only North Kerala. From Cochin, people are going to Bombay. We have
Is
the...
it the turnaround time or the cost?
It's the both, sir. Turnaround town in Bombay, Naushiva is hours. Whereas here in Cochin, let's be frank on that. I don't know what to say. The time that takes here is, sorry to say, is lost.
Days. Several days.
Cost is also very high. Your labor cost is your weakness. A SWOT analysis, I am coming to the last point. Your labor cost is the costliest in the country, sir. Have you realized that or not? My servant maid, I am paying 28,000. Nowhere in the world I have paid 28,000. 1,000 rupees per day. You people are going to Dubai and the Assam people, Orissa people are all coming here to earn that 30,000 per month. In Delhi, I have lived for 8 years, 18,000 we pay. In Kerala, we are paying 28,000. But per minimum wage itself is here 1,000 rupees per day. That is why, so many Jharkhand people, Bihar people are working here. You know what? Finally, I decided to bring my cook from Orissa. I'm happy with it. You can go and check out my cook is Orissa, sir. He is from Orissa. He is happy. I'm happy. And I'm still paying the same Kerala caste because even though he's a non-resident Keralite, I said, look, as long as you're working in Kerala, you will get 28,000. He gets 28,000, sir. Free food with us, along with me, whatever food we are cooking, he is eating. We have a servant cart, he stays. My own washing machine he uses. He's very, very happy. I said, fine, you are happy, I'm happy. So as long as he works in Kerala, we are paying him Kerala caste. So that is the main problem here. So because of the labor cost here, import-export at Cochin becomes very heavy.
Earlier, the Calicut airport was very infamous for gold smuggling.
Now there is no gold smuggling.
That's because of the
rate change. Here and there, small sporadic incidents you will listen, but otherwise there is not much of, I cannot make the statement, but my customers are always there to closely watch. But still, that's a very bad picture that has been created that Kozhikode airport is known
Even
for.
other airports like Cochin and all, there's a perception that Kerala is in a gold smuggling
On
hub.
the Kerala airport.
But for last July, sir, 24, not July, March 24 onwards, after the rate of date changes there, we don't see any gold. See, if you If we talk of the number of cases made, I can give you statistics. Number of cases has come down like this. There's not much cases that
In
we
all
are
airports.
in at least in all airports in India, particularly in Kerala also. Otherwise, Kerala was so-called inverted commas,
Above.
Yeah.
Because
But
But is
now-
that is that correct? Like, was that correct? Like,
It used to be.
Sir, history I have no authority to comment. I can only comment from 6th March onward. I have been very closely watching Kochi Airport. I have been seeing Kozhikode. I have been seeing Trivandrum Airport. Kannur is too small. So we have not seen any gold smuggling rackets. We have not seen any institutional arrangement for the smuggling. And secondly, sporadic incidents are there once in a while. I'm not saying it's zero. It's just it is not profitable with this rate. Even you bring gold also.
So among the four airports, which one has the largest number of cases?
As on date, record-wise, ma'am, if you talk Kozhikode Airport. But still, I want to defend Kozhikode Airport. Please don't have a perception. That's perception is there. You have to remove. See, when I meet you, every time I should assess you. How good are you? How good are you to work? But every time I meet my subordinates, I keep changing my perception. So let's not have that bad perception about Kozhikode people. They are also good people.
so from a layman's point of view, this is a thing which I always.
You're smiling.
Like even some customs officials were also involved.
No, sir. That was again some people, some clash between two department, police and custom department, because some cases were made by custom department. Again, some people to settle that, they said, some cases at Kozhikode Airport after the people came out with gold they caught, and they said saying that, sir, I want to ask you one thing. I'm a check post here. You are a check post there. Somebody passes through me. Maybe I'm not able to catch. Does it mean saying that I'm involved in promoting his smuggling? It's not that intentionally I was involved. He came out of the airport and police caught. Can police say saying that, no, your custom officers have encouraged him? No, it's not that I'm aware that he was carrying. Whatever is aware, such trade facilitation, you can't check 100% to every person. Somebody who declares, somebody who I have one system called APIS. Through that, if I get suspect, I can hold him. If I ask you saying that, look, you are, let's say you only, you come. I said, sir, look, I have some information. I want to check your body. How do you feel? You feel very bad, no? Do I look like a smuggler, you will say, correct? So at the cost, risk of that, we cannot do 100% check. So we do only check wherever there is an information or wherever there is required. So by any chance, let us say one passenger escapes in that, not knowingly, and a police cat, can police say that, no, customs knowingly?
But still, it's a failure on the part of the customs, right?
No.
Because they evade.
If a traffic police, if a thief is running from police station one area to police station 2 area, is it a failure of the police? The thief is able to manage to run from one area to other area? No. If he is police custody, if police is aware that he is a thief, then they let him out, then you can say they are involved. If somebody is, I am here at police station 1, you are at police station 2, somebody is going from here to there, neither I am aware that he is a thief, I have to supposed to catch, then I cannot catch, I cannot be held responsible.
Sir, but if a gold smuggler evades the customs, then it's a failure on
No,
the part
and
of the customs.
in this case, there are several instances where the smuggler goes out and exactly the same person police catches and many times. So it's like a proper tip
Yeah,
off.
when did that incident happen? I am also not aware. But prior to 1 year before. So let's not, we have good relations with police. Why do you want to spoil again? DCP is my close friend of mine. He's also. So I have now excellent relations with police. Neither police accuses custom nor custom accuses police. We are working in collaboration with them. I don't have any incident in which police catching and accusing custom that custom has litigated. It is for last 6 months, no such cases. I am happy with them. They are happy with me. Why do you want to feel?
Sir, one simple layman's question. I just want to understand how this works. Because a gold smuggler, he buys the commodity from outside, right, abroad. So he pays that amount and he comes here. So gold is a very international commodity. The prices are like bullion rates are like international prices. So he comes here. So he comes with that gold only to evade that tax.
Yeah.
Because the risk is too much. Because if you are caught, then the risk is huge.
Sir, in
Can you
Bombay and
explain
all, I
that?
don't know about Kerala. In Bombay and all, during those peaks of smuggling of gold, I can tell you the modus operandi is that there are some organized people. What they do is they buy a lot of gold abroad in Dubai and other places. They send it through carriers. Carriers could be genuine passengers. Carriers could be their own professional carriers. What they do is they send 10 consignments. So 10 consignments, the rate at which it is available, let's say 100 rupees, right? 100 rupees, if it lands in India at that time, let's say rate was 24 rupees. So it was become 124. Now, if I am able to escape this 24, it becomes only 100 for me. So that is how they were able to push it into the market without customs duty through various airports. What is their modus operandi is 10 consignments they catch, 10 consignments they send it. How many customs can catch? One. So 9 consignments I make profit. That's what I told you, Bombay's businessman's attitude. One consignment custom catches, no issue. In fact, something that the customs catch, it comes in newspaper and Twitter, that is shown to the supplier there also. So supplier also believes that, chalo, one consignment is caught, no issue at all, no issue. So 9 consignments at least would have gone through. So that is how it runs if you bring huge quantities. Because of the huge differential rate of duty, it was profitable. Right. Now also, the profitable range is very, very less because rate of duty is very less now here in India. Because of that, with the duty payment or without duty payment is more or less the same. That question arises, why should I bring it here and sell? Sir, if I am 100 rupees in Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, if you are Kerala, you are selling at 120. So I bring from Andhra Pradesh 100 and sell you at 120 and make my 20 rupees profit here. There is no profit here. The international rate and this rate are the same. And to the rate of duty is also going to the same, there is no profit. So there is no incentive whatsoever to do gold smuggling as undid, but people still do because of A, B, C reasons. Sir, A by habit, habits never die. C, B is that if you do it probably large quantities, it still becomes profitable, even now with the less rate. C is that they are out of profession now. They have to do their business.
A few years ago, I got information from the some sources that there is an adjustment between the customs and the smugglers that when they smuggle 6 times, they will provide a tip for 1. Compared to Mumbai, I think it is better. It is 9:1. Here it is 6:1.
No, I have not made any empirical formula. See, 10 is a easy unit to say. That's why I said 1:9. No such. No, I am not making abstraction. Otherwise also, sir, I am telling you as a citizen of this country also, no such arrangement happens actually in reality. I worked at airports, I have worked at many places. It's just that we are not capable to catch them, that they are escaping. It's not that knowingly they are escaping. If I am capable to catch them, if I am intelligent enough, I get 20% reward. Government gives me 20% reward. So if I catch.
What's the punishment for a smuggler? If you catch a smuggler.
One is that entire gold goes absolute confiscation. Penalty is imposed. 112 penalty. Then we launch prosecution if it's above certain value of the gold, and generally it is very high. So prosecution means there are 2 kinds of proceedings. One is that quasi-judicial proceedings where we adjudicate and take over entire gold. We take over, confiscate the gold absolutely and take over and put penalty upon you. This is called quasi-judicial civil proceedings. Other is criminal proceeding. This is called prosecution. We launch. In prosecution we go to the magistrate and larger prosecution that he has done something which is punishable, and then he hears and passes judgment for 3 years imprisonment, 6 years imprisonment. There is a ranges that are available, and he is in jail for so many years, or he pays so much of penalty that the judge will put up.
So he cannot pay the tax duty and takes
no, the gold it is not. The gold it is for absolutely confiscation. If it is for see, please remember one thing, that airports are not for revenue collections. In airports, we don't collect revenue. Airports are meant for stopping smuggling. Airports are meant for passenger facilitation. So in airports, I don't open up a customs thing saying that, okay, pay duty, take your gold. No. It's not meant for your baggage. You are allowed. You are bringing jewelry. You are allowed. You are bringing your baggage items. Let's say 1 mobile phone, 1 laptop allowed. If you are bringing 10 laptops, that is a commercial trade that you are doing. So hence I will catch and charge duty and clear. That is because laptops and other things. Whereas gold is not a commercial quantity. Gold we generally 99% we do only absolute confiscation. We don't release with payment of duty.
This hybrid ganja smuggling has replaced gold smuggling
100%.
after the duty has been reduced.
Gold smuggling, you forget about it. I don't think it's any topic for Kerala now. What is topic for Kerala is drugs. This is something very, very huge, concern. Kerala, once upon a time, one particular state in Northwest used to be famous for drug consumption, all that. Today, you have become the capital.
Mm-hmm.
The consumption here, the transaction here, what I read from others, what I come to know of my experience is that it has become very high. The number of incidents that are caught is also very high. Now coming to my in customs role in hygroscopic weed, there's something called hygroscopic weed. What is hygroscopic weed? The ganja is grown in laboratory, in a laboratory conditions, without earth. For plant to grow, there is a soil there. So without soil, I can grow there. This is called hygroscopic weed. What does this hygroscopic weed is? Nothing but there is a percentage of that narcotic element is more than 14%, very concentrated. There is a huge demand for it, especially Thailand, other countries it is coming. Every week, I will give you you can visit my Twitter, Thiruvananthapuram Zone Twitter. Every week, I will have minimum 2 to 3 seizures of hygroscopic weed, particularly passengers coming from certain countries such as Thailand are bringing.
From Kochi airport or from?
From Kochi airport, from Calicut airport, from Thiruvananthapuram airport, from Kannur airport. I have minimum 1 case per week of narcotic drugs, hygroscopic weed, coming regularly from.
This is not happening in other airports.
It's happening in huge quantities other airports also. Bombay and all that is also happening. All over India, present our war is against the hygroscopic weed. Cocaine and all that also must be happening, but may not be very well published. I can only say what is published only I'll come to know. What I come to know is that hygroscopic weed import or illegal smuggling detection. See, how much smuggling is happening, nobody can estimate. You can only say that number of cases detected is a tip of iceberg. From that you can say probably this is the volume at which it is happening. If we take the number of seizures of hygroscopic weed in Kerala for last 5-6 months, I can give you statistics, is very huge. Very huge.
The quantity is also high?
Quantity is also high. 10, 15 kg, 10 kg, 5 kg, 15 kg, 25 kg.
Valued
passenger.
how much?
International markets are 1 kg, 1 crore, they say. That's a different matter. But here it's not the value, it's the destruction that it does. Even if you allow 1 kg into Kerala, you know how much destruction it will cause, how many families will get. Young children, they have tendency to try it out. They have tendency that if I eat there, I will get lot of strength to study. All these are very misnomers, and the peer pressure that I am taking what is wrong with you to take. So these kind of tendencies might have increased. The import has been seen. In fact, police commissioner is also, I am from BITS Pilani, the police commissioner is also from BITS Pilani, is my alumnus only. So both of us talk to each other very regularly. His fight is also against the drug abuse here in the state. Our fight is to ensure saying that not a single gram shall get cleared in any one of the airport. That is our fight. And it has got very strong smell, so easy to detect. Many people think that you can't find. And they have adopted new modus operandi. Earlier we used to focus upon a particular country, let's say Thailand, whoever is coming passenger, that flight we used to thoroughly check for hygroscopic weed. And we asked, sorry, one more thing. We are getting dogs now, kennels. We already have 2 exclusively trained dogs for detecting various things. I have requested, and board is, our CBS is kind enough to give me
for each airport?
Two for each. For Kochi, I am already having 2, but that also we are upgrading it. We are training them, and I am getting 2 for Trivandrum and 2 for Kannur, 2 for Calicut, along with dog handlers are that, well-trained ones. In another 1 or 2 months, they are going to land. So anywhere, anything is there.
Which breed is best?
Names I don't know, sir. We call them K9. K9 means canine. K9.
Yeah.
So those are the type that is coming. K9 I was told in the file.
K9 is that Kerala police.
K9 it is called. No, we have our own center. Customs department has in Amritsar.
So you train them specifically for drugs?
For Customs department exclusively has, in Amritsar we have a big center, very big center, where they are breeded, they are trained right from childhood, and there is a dog handler for every, like you have for every elephant you have a person, no? Similarly we have one dog handler, government employee, and we give big space to them to stay, to take them for walking and all that. So we are just deploying them. With that we will have much better control also. But for the time being also, our baggage scanners and our officers, well experienced officers, are able to detect. I can give you statistics of.
So you said only from Thailand, now you are checking.
Now second operandi they have started is the Thailand. Dubai and all these flights, we were not initially. But now what they are doing is, the passenger who is carrying this from Thailand to Dubai is going, from Dubai he is coming. He is thinking that from Dubai flight I land, they won't detect. So, but in the itinerary we are able to see, we get the passenger manifest. We'll say that, okay, this passenger started actually journey from Thailand, he went to Dubai. Imagine how much extra cost. Then again from there he is coming, immediately we are able to catch and result is come. Twice, two cases are there. A passenger who has transited at Dubai and came here, originally started his journey from Thailand, is found to be carrying so. Not that all passengers do. At least the cases we have made indicate that the people are adopting various methods.
What about MDMA?
Oh, we have not seen those cases, sir. Till my
MDMA
experience.
is coming by sea.
You can
See,
say
there
whatever
was a
you
big
want.
catch, no, recently.
Two
That's
years back,
you guys are not involved there.
Wow.
Narcotics control.
No, but not that. From our seaports, no smuggling happens. To that I can assure you. Nobody does physical smuggling at our seaports because it's not possible and it's not profitable also. If we do this kind of narcotics, generally through airports it happens. That's why we do the airports only for anti-smuggling operations. And the other thing you wanted to say was about Customs Department is that Customs Department has changed its approach. We conduct what we call, earlier we used to conduct what a PTFC meeting. PTFC means what the stakeholders meet at Customs House to say. No, now our Customs Department is going to door. Now tomorrow LAP, my Customs Commissioner joins me. Earlier at Kottayam, Rubber and Rubber Pudar, my Customs Commissioner doesn't sit in Kochi port. He comes to various parts of the port, catchment areas. There he will interact with the problems, importers, exporters, listen to them, understand their issues to the extent possible, solve. If it's not, even Thrissur he has come, Commissioner Customs he has come to. Where is Kochi, where is Thrissur? He has come there, we heard them. They wanted certain extra facilities. So wish list is very large. I am trying to do as much as possible. Only thing is, recently I have been selected as member GST Appellate Tribunal. So I may have to go.
Regarding this GST, you said 20% increase you are expecting, but the slabs are changing only. Now only two slabs are there, no? 5% and 18%. Then how will the
5 slabs are there. One is nil slab, sir. 5%, 12%, 18%, 28%. The Government of India, the GST Council has formed a group of ministers where they are actually thinking of rate rationalization. How they are going to do, I am not very sure. What coming in various newspapers through your papers only, I understand that they seem to be working upon this 12% rate of duty. 12% rate of duty they seem to be working. I don't know what they are going to do, sir. I cannot make any statement on that. But there's something that even rate changes do not offer me, doesn't make me fall down on my 21%. No, it doesn't offer. Why? Because I will tell you. Why I will tell you is, you know what? I am very confident of increasing tax base. I am very confident of convincing people to come to the tax net. I am very confident of people complying with laws. I am very confident of people filing their returns and paying taxes regularly instead of, you can pay taxes every month, you can pay taxes with interest. But the tendency of Kerala people is that they are going to file every month, they are going to pay every month. So that revenue will keep coming to me.
this lottery has been included in this gaming, and the tax will be around 40% now, no? So this lottery is one of the major income source of Kerala government. So it may affect Kerala's revenue also.
Sir, in fact, state government is the biggest taxpayer for Kerala. You know what? State government of Kerala itself is state-run lottery here.
Yeah.
So the state government lottery department is one of our taxpayers. They pay a huge amount of GST on the lottery. So they have been paying. In fact,
Now
when I
it is
said
28%, it will go up to 40%.
no, what I am saying is what you are reading is you are mixing. Are you talking of online gaming and all those? No. You are talking of only lottery. If you talk of lottery, the rate of duty is fixed, sir. Rate of duty is state run or state control. There are two kinds of lotteries. Rate of duty has been, in fact, that is the only time when GST Council took a decision, not by consensus, by voting, is that, earlier there used to be huge difference between GST rate for the state run lotteries and private people run lotteries. Now it has been harmonized, both lotteries are the same, and rate of duty is high, no doubt about it. Because of that only, actually the state government is registered as taxpayer to our central government. Their lottery department pays huge GST to us, to the central government. So that's why this particular lottery is one of the huge revenue for the GST department. Trivandrum Commissionerate, Southern Kerala.
Something around 800 crores.
Huge amount they are paying. So and they themselves are tax collectors, so they are very much tax compliant people. They never do any kind of thing. And many of these Thiruvananthapuram, if you see, many of these headquarters are there. Many of their state government undertaking headquarters, KSCI, many headquarters are at Trivandrum. So generally they prefer to in state, one registration. So at headquarters they pay the taxes well in advance. State government undertakings, even government SBI headquarters in Trivandrum, many of the insurance companies headquarters in Trivandrum. Politically, that's being a capital, lot of people's headquarters are there. So they pay huge amount of tax there. So that way they are very compliant.
So okay, the next question is regarding gold retailing.
Gold?
Gold retailing. Kerala is one of the largest consumers of jewellery.
Okay.
Almost 18 to 20% of the total annual consumption of 750 tons. Kerala consumes. But the GST collection from gold retailing is very less. It's 1.5 CGST and 1.5 SGST, 3%. But still the GST collection is less than 1,500 crores, something like that. Many say that billing is less in gold. There is huge underlisting. And also there are many studies and many economists say that in gold retailers, there are big retailers, actually very big national retailers in Kerala, but the billing doesn't happen in gold retailing. Like, have you?
Sir, if we talk B2B, let's see generic terms, B2B. B2B transaction is where, invoices are surely rising. And we have what is called e-invoice also. You have to take one IRN number and put. That is very systematically done, and invoices are raised because B2B, you are also recipient of business, so you will take ITC of that. So B2C is one area. If you talk generally all over India also is one area, probably there could be some revenue leakage. Because I want to ask you, even you are pressman, one question saying that suppose you come to my shop, I sell this phone. You say this, sir, this is with bill 100 rupees, this is without bill 80 rupees. As a customer, what is your tendency to prefer, with bill or without bill?
For gold, it will be.
No, I'm not talking about gold. Now I am talking macro to micro. I'm coming back to you.
So are you saying that the jewelers are selling without billing?
No, I'm not saying that.
That's what
you are putting words to me. I have said very clearly that it is general. First statement I made was that unlike B2B, B2C clearances, there is a possibility of revenue leakage because the customer wants cost reduction, where if is offered saying that, look sir, without bill it is 80 rupees, with bill it's 100 rupees, there is a tendency. So what government did, I'm not come to gold yet, I will come. What government did all over India is to saying that customers shall demand for a bill. My bill is my pride. That means if I go to petrol bunk, he puts a petrol bunk, sir, bill is not required, okay, go, khatam. So we don't even wait and see that we are required to collect a bill. So we want to launch, and Government of India did once or twice, but it has to be redone, saying that customer shall be made aware that my bill is my right. If I am paying it to you, I would like to pay with bill and feel proud that I have contributed 20 rupees in this, or this tie is 2000 rupees. You know what? I feel proud saying that my contribution for purchase of this tie is 200 rupees, which should have gone into nation building. A nation is made when taxes are made. Please remember this. When nation is made, when taxes are paid. Every citizen, what is indirect tax? Indirect tax is that you feel proud that you have contributed towards. Ultimately, who is bearing this? No businessman is bearing. It is all the 142 crore people who are bearing the indirect tax here. So the awareness has to be launched among the consumers, customers, that you demand with bill and you take with GST bill, and when you take GST bill, you see the GST number and all that. If you have a doubt, to scan it and see whether there is a genuine taxpayer. He is collecting from you, is he depositing also, you can see. We have many apps are available. That is the launch campaign we have done earlier, and we are doing it, may not be actively nowadays, but we were doing and we will continue to do. So considering that scenario, that B2C is one area which is very sensitive, there you made a statement saying that because in Kerala retail sales are also very high, but how come the revenue is not coming so high? I have that same B2C, we have doubt saying that yes, there could be some possibility, but we have to strengthen our anti-evasion measures. But problem with the B2C transaction is that, the trade liberalization is so high, non-intrusive area where department cannot interfere and intrude into their B2C transactions. If you file GST at 3B, whether you are seen or not, B2B you do invoice wise. B2C you have to only quote combinedly how much my sales. B2C's my sales are 10,000 rupees only I will quote. How many invoices I have issued, how much I don't declare to the department. That is how the design of GST at 3B, that is a monthly return, has been done. So considering that weakness, considering that kind of trade facilitation, department wants also, I cannot interfere with you to probe into saying that how is that B2C you are not raising bill, how is that so many you are raising bill but that is not accounted for bill. If you keep doing like that, it will become a lot of harassment to all over India. So department's hands are also tied in B2C transactions. That could be a reason where there could be, I'm not ruling out, there could be some leakage of revenue, but I don't want to accuse one particular gold industry itself, gold retailers itself. It's a general tendency at all the transactions.
Yeah,
Gold,
this is also, some economists say that the consumption, even in white goods, what's happening in Kerala, it's not reflected in the tax. Like actually the tax should be
Even
high.
the luxury cars and all, Kerala is supposedly a big market, even like for luxury cars. When the automobile sales in Kerala, if you look at
now your suspicion is that they are selling without
Yeah, I mean,
GST.
these economists say that like your tax to GDP, GSDP ratio, that should be ideally should be more what you tax. But
I agree
because
with
when you go out, you see a lot of consumption. It's very conspicuous consumptions like white goods, cars. Do you feel that there is?
I partially agree with what economists are saying. I think considering the level of richness in Kerala, probably yes, what you are saying is could be correct. There could be some leakage here and there. Our DGGI is there, Director General of Revenue, GST Intelligence, and our anti-evasion departments are there. They are required to be a little bit alerted, sensitized about this. There is a possibility. Let me be frank on that. Yes, you could be correct that there could be some leakage in white goods also. There could be some leakage there. So the more you do trade facilitation, it's like a balance. I'm holding one side trade facilitation. I have to do trade facilitation. One side I have to do enforcement. So sometimes I have to do enforcement. Sometimes I have to do. But it's an art. Which side to do what? So I had to go balanced manner. I cannot just do enforcement without trade facilitation. So I know it's good that you made me realize, and we'll focus upon those areas, and we'll try to see what best we can do without troubling people. The problem is that, the moment we go and ask for details, people will say this officer has come for asking money, not for other. So we have all that backlash coming onto us. So we have to do very carefully, and our department rules are very stringent nowadays, that before we search any office or before we search any shop, permissions have to be taken at some senior level. So we scrutinize thoroughly before we send our teams now. You never would have heard in Kerala that CGST teams are standing there, they are raiding shop, they are doing. I don't think you would have heard at least for last 6 months.